You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from the Diamond. We're getting set for Game 2 in this 3-game series between the Richmond Flying Squirrels and your Bowie Baysox. Well, good evening. Glad you're with us. Matt Sabatis with you from Richmond, Virginia. It's a scorcher out there on this Saturday, but I'll tell you what else is hot. The Bowie Baysox right now. Bowie is first place in the Southwest Division entering this game, riding another great pitching performance last night as the Baysox opened up the series with a win out of the All-Star break, 4-2 over the Squirrels. Joey Ortiz knocked in an opening run with a triple in the first inning, but while Brendan Hanafy did allow a game-tying run in the bottom of the frame, Hanafy still finished his day well. His second start back after his lengthy rehab and return from Tommy John surgery. Hanafy retired the final 7 batters he faced over the 3 total innings, and then Bowie got the remaining 3 RBI, a part of the 4-2 win, off of the bat of Shane Fontana. A bases-loaded sacrifice fly in the third inning, and a critical 1-out, 2 RBI single by Fontana in the 7th to break out of what was a 2-2 tie and give Bowie the win. The Baysox bullpen pitched excellently. 6 innings, only 1 run allowed across the pen, 8 strikeouts against just 2 walks. So a lot of great positives coming into this one as Bowie will hope to maintain their lead atop the Southwest Division. If they can pick up a win in today's game, they'll not only have won the series with Richmond, of course, it'd be their second series over the Squirrels taken, and they would take a lead in the season series. I think that's much more important because the Baysox have not lost a season series to the Squirrels since 2016. That's 4 consecutive seasons that Bowie has come away as the winner in the season set with their regional rivals. Bowie has gone 6-1 over the last 7 games played with Richmond after only going 2-7 over the first 9. So they've got the momentum. They've got things running their way, and with Drew Rahm on the mound today, they might be able to put together another big key victory. Let's get you set up with the numbers for today's game as Bowie comes in for game number 88 on the season. A 39-48 record, a one-game winning streak for the Baysox. They're 6-4 over their last 10 and 16-27 when playing on the road. Richmond comes in for game number 89 on the year, a 46-42 mark, but they're riding a 5-game losing streak. They lost the final 4 of their series with Altoona into the All-Star break and then, of course, lost yesterday's series opener down here at the Diamond. It's a 3-7 record for Richmond over their last 10 games, but a great record at home, 25-18. Bowie in the second half is 12-6 overall, while Richmond is just 6-13 in the second half. Bowie leads the Southwest Division. The 6-team division is spearheaded by the Baysox, but it's not too far behind. The number 2 Altoona Curve are 12-7 in the second half, so Altoona is just one half game back, and then the Erie Seawolves are in third place for the second half, 11-7, just one game back of Bowie. So it's on the Baysox to win today and make sure that they stay in sole possession of first place. Richmond, with their 6-13 mark, are tied for fifth with the Harrisburg Senators, both 6.5 games out of first place. But again, Richmond, as the winners of the first half in the Southwest Division, are not at all concerned with their final standings in the second half. They are already headed to the playoffs. Not really any changes for the Baysox coming into today's game. The Flying Squirrels actually did make a couple of changes roster-wise before getting started. It does not affect the starting lineup, really anything at all for the Squirrels because, from what I've been told, the flights were a little bit late, and that's kind of the issue when San Francisco has their lone affiliate on the other side of the country. Sean Roby has been placed on the 7-day injured list for Richmond, and Carter Aldrete has been assigned to the Squirrels from High A Eugene, the Emeralds out there in the Northwest League. Again, it's very logistically messy with San Francisco to get guys to Double-A sometimes, considering Richmond is the only of the 4 full-season affiliates for San Francisco that is on the East Coast. The other 3, Low-A San Jose, High-A Eugene, and Triple-A Sacramento, are all on the West Coast. So Richmond is kind of the odd one out. That's why Aldrete was not on in the starting lineup. We'll see if he joins, but he was a hot commodity in the Northwest League, a league leader in multiple categories, and a good power bat to boot. So we'll see if he makes his Double-A debut today. If he does, it would be as a pinch hitter or a defensive replacement of some kind. And he might make his Double-A debut tomorrow, depending on how things go. Your starting pitching matchup for today's game, it's a lefty-on-lefty duel between Kyle Harrison for Richmond and Drew Rom for Bowie. Starting with the opponent, Harrison, a 3-1 mark and a 3.19 ERA. He's yet another strikeout artist, top prospect arm in this Richmond rotation. Giants' number 2 overall prospect and the number 3 left-handed pitching prospect in all of baseball, both according to MLB Pipeline. Now, Harrison, he just outclassed batters in High A. There was no reason to keep him there. Only allowed 2 runs, or only allowing runs at all in 2 of his 7 starts, striking out at least 7 batters in all but 1 of those starts. He did have a bit of a learning curve when joining the Squirrels. He allowed 11 runs in 13 1/3 innings, as well as 3 home runs over his first 3 starts, but since then, he's gotten back to work. Only 4 earned runs in his last 29 innings over 5 starts. He was the winning pitcher for Richmond's only win against the Baysox when these two teams squared off at the end of June into the start of July. He struck out 7 batters over 5 innings, allowing just 1 run. His fastball can touch up to 98 miles an hour at points, and it moves on both planes. That's where it's tricky. And he's also got a slider and a changeup that both sit in the low 80s, helping him to pick up plenty of swings and misses. But Bowie had some of that trademark patience from the first half last night. They drew 5 walks, something that's been a rarity for them here in the second half. If they bring it back today, maybe they can tag Harrison for a little bit. As Drew Rom gets the start for the Baysox, a 5-1 mark and a 3.92 ERA for the left-hander. He's picked up 3 wins in his last 4 starts, and the Baysox are 5-0 over Rom's last 5 starts. Over his last 4, he's tossed at least 5 innings and allowed 3 or fewer runs, and in 3 of the 4, he struck out 7 or more batters. But Rom did have an interesting career high against the Squirrels when he met them back in late June at Prince George's Stadium. 3 home runs allowed by Rom, a career high in a single outing for the left-hander. But the kicker was that all 3 long balls were solo blasts. And again, at the hitter-friendly park, that is Prince George's Stadium, it might be a little bit different tonight in a pitcher-friendly park down at the Diamond. So if Rahm can at least work around that, I said this on our social media pregame show, if he can just keep his first trip through the lineup minimal. Don't attack with the full arsenal that Rahm comes at you with. He's, of course, got that deep complement of pitches as well as the 2 sidearm offerings. If he doesn't attack too early out of the gate with everything in his satchel and then maybe pull it out intermittently, just kind of mix it in a little bit for the second trip, and then on the third trip you can use every trick in the bag. Just go with it cleanly, and you should be able to run away with it. Cody Roberts is going to be behind the dish to help call some of these pitches for Rahm. They've, of course, been such a good tandem as battery mates this season. So we'll have to see how things go for Rahm, but it's at least the numbers tell you that it should be a continuing good trend for Drew today. Plenty to come here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. As we continue, we'll chat with Garrett Stallings. Starter turned reliever has put together his best numbers of the season over the last few weeks for the Baysox. He's actually rallied up already the longest scoreless streak for any Baysox pitcher, 15 consecutive scoreless innings since the start of this month. So we pick his brain on what's been changing recently and really just how much of a dog he's got in him right now, because Stallings is a man on a mission. So we get his thoughts next. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Get your red capes ready and your iron suits too, because it's Superhero Day at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, July 31st. You can meet your favorite costumed hero, and the first 750 fans ages 13 and up will pick up a Grayson Rodriguez Superman bobblehead for their own. Not only that, but it'll also be Heroes Day at the ballpark, honoring police, fire, and EMS with a Guns N' Hoses charity softball game. And the Baysox will wear custom Heroes jerseys, auctioned off post-game to benefit the Children's Cancer Foundation. Sunday, July 31st, so get your tickets at Baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
We're checking back in on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, joined now by Garrett Stallings as we get ready for Bowie and Akron, Game 5 of this 6-game tilt. Stallings came in, picked up the win in yesterday's 2-1 Bowie win, 6 scoreless innings. First and foremost, what pitch do you think was working best for you last night as you tore through those batters?
I'd say my changeup and curveball played really well. You know, they had more of a heavy lefty lineup, so I could play those to my strengths a little bit better than my other ones.
Are those the 2 pitches you think that might play best off of each other, or do you have a certain pairing that you think works best in tandem?
I think my fastball and curveball play pretty well together, but I think just my changeup overall is probably my better pitch to both sides of the plate, just generating action and probably swing and miss as well. So having that on was a big key for me in yesterday's outing.
Shifting into the bullpen role recently, what have been some of the perhaps challenges or benefits that you found from taking on the change?
Yeah, it's just a different look for sure. You know, I had a struggle last month, and it's definitely been, a better look for me coming out of the bullpen here lately. But I think it's just, honestly, just a little something different for me. You know, I continue to work hard, but, other than that, nothing has really changed too much. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Something I've been asking guys a couple of times recently, what's the toughest part about learning a new pitch, adding it to your arsenal and trying to develop it to make sure that it can get up to speed with the other pitches that you offer?
Yeah, I think we've got great coaches here, and we've got technology that's available to us. So you always see guys kind of tinkering on things. I think the thing that guys struggle with the most is just having the utmost confidence of maybe bringing it into games. Catching up. Say you're adding a slider to your arsenal, and you're mainly a curveball guy. You might have 5,000 reps at your curveball, and then you kind of have to just throw a pitch that you've never thrown before in the slider. So it's just kind of having the confidence that it's going to give you good results, because if you're a pitcher and the game's on the line and it's a 1-2 count, you're probably going to want to go to your bread and butter versus maybe a newer pitch. So I think it's just having the confidence and believing in it, and trusting it, and continue to do that. Because even this year I've added a newer slider, and it finally feels normal to me now. But at the beginning, even just grabbing the grip felt a little interesting. So, but now I'm confident in it and want to throw it, and I think that's the biggest issue. The biggest thing for it.
The slider has really been a developing storyline, it seems, between not only you but just about every pitcher on staff. Something that Josh Conway has really taken a lot of focus on, and it's definitely been working. How important has his tutelage been in making those strides? Yeah, no, it's been awesome. You see every day there'll be a bullpen or a bullpen arm getting on the mound and working on something, and Josh is really talented, and when he played, he spun the ball really well, so he's got really good feedback for us. But even just playing catch with some of our teammates, I play catch with Drew Rom pretty weekly, and his stuff spins like crazy. Yeah. So ultimately, just by me playing catch with him, it makes me want to spin the ball a little bit better. And but yeah, I think the entire organization has done a great job in developing us pitchers, and lately Bowie's been pitching the ball really well. It's just really opened the door for us. So yeah. The running game has been a highlight lately, and your guys' work, you as a staff on the mound, and of course Maverick and Cody behind the plate, limiting the running game has been a big storyline. Kyle Moore was just singing the praises about it on how the running game was limited in Somerset. And walk us through last night. We're in the 9th inning. You make that one little quick pickoff throw to first, holds the runner on for just a brief moment, and it sets up the perfect opportunity for the double play. Was that kind of just in the thought process when you were going in that direction, or was it just kind of something that happened out in the best possible way? Yeah, no, it happened to work out well, but I think maybe due to it being scripted so well, the pickoff came from the dugout, and I was trying to pick the guy off. He wasn't running, but then the next pitch was an 0-2 changeup that I was just trying to get low and away, something he couldn't do damage on with him being, the go-ahead run at the plate. And, he happened to just put kind of a half swing on it, and the tailor-made double play there. So, I think it all just came together in the perfect way. Would you prefer something like that to get the quick double play to end it, or maybe strike out 2 straight batters and strand that runner on? Which one would you like more? The double play for sure. Yeah. Strikeouts are always sexy, but as soon as you can get off the field and high five your guys, that's the best way to do it. Yeah. Could you pinpoint anything specifically, or is it just everything falling into place at the right time that has had this pitching staff go on such a great run? Yeah, I think it's we've always had it. We've not really gotten astray from it. I think we've just lost a lot of close ball games. Somerset, a lot of one-run ball games. In the first half, we lost a lot of one-run ball games. So, but I think every night when you see guys go out there and, throw a shutout or put one run up and just continue to dominate and pound the zone, I think when you hand the ball to the next guy, I think that encourages them to do the same. So I think, the continued success just breeds more success. So I think just continue to put the work in and build off of each other has been really awesome to see and be a part of. We continue with Garrett Stallings here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. I imagine Drew Rom, one of his, might be the answer to this question, but what would you say, if you had to put it in quotation marks, is the nastiest pitch on staff? Well, give me a second to think about this so I get the right answer. But I mean, even just today, there was like 4 guys that threw bullpens. You've got Shelton Perkins' slider that's, arguably, I think the one pitch that everyone would want to add to their arsenal. And, a Zach Peak curveball that is just, I think the highest spinning pitch in all of baseball if he was in the major leagues right now. And
a Jensen Elliott sing. I mean, I think that every guy has a pitch that I might want to add to my repertoire. But I mean, we've got some really, really nasty guys, and I think it's by no accident. I think the Orioles go out and they get guys that have, exceptional stuff that they continue to do really well as a strength for them, and they help you better that stuff. So it's been really fun to be a part of it.
You followed Brennan Hanafy, who started last night. It was his first start as an active roster member, not rehabbing, as an active roster member since 2019. He underwent the Tommy John surgery and finally back, struck out 6 batters. Just what was the overall vibe from him? Because that had to be such a special moment for him.
Yeah, he's a really, quiet, humble guy, but he coming from Virginia, I remember seeing him get injured at spring training, in 2020, and I know how difficult of a journey that is. So the guys were crazy excited for him to get out there and to do so well, and I think today in the clubhouse, just bringing up the work he's put in, he got a clubhouse ovation, which was really cool to see. And, I don't think, the common fan would understand the work that it takes to go into that, and just how strong of a mental game you have to have. That's his 3rd time on the mound in 2 years. You can't really go out there and think crazy about execution. You're kind of learning the ropes again, and even for a talented player, you just wish them the best to have fun and just continue to go compete, which he'll do no problem.
Well, it all led to quite a great game, and again, great performance last night, Garrett, to help cap it. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
That's Garrett Stallings here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside. Be back in a bit. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
We're back to the Diamond here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show as we prepare for Game 2 in this 3-game series between Bowie and Richmond. Matt Sabatis with you as it's Military Appreciation Night here at the ballpark, so they've just finished the national anthem and they're taking the colors off of the field. A very deep, in-depth ceremony with the Squirrels wearing military-style uniforms, a multitude of flags out in center field, and then a large flag held out by a group in left field. We can breeze through the starting lineup quickly as they start to remove the colors from the field of play. Everyone's still standing at attention, however, before the colors are removed. Bowie will send Connor Norby to the plate to lead off, and then Colton Cowser, Cesar Prieto, and Joey Ortiz will follow, so no changes 1 through 4. Shane Fontana will also bat 5th for the second consecutive game, but then Maverick Handley jumps up into the 6th slot after batting 7th yesterday. Greg Cullen is going to get the day off. Zach Watson will jump up to 7th. He's in right field. Cody Roberts will be behind the plate. plate, and Andrew Dashbach will be at first base. This might be a big day for the Baysox to try and pick up some more of that speed, especially with Shane Fontana back in. Well, he did get caught stealing in the first inning of yesterday's game. That was with Ricardo Genovez behind the plate. Genovez has caught 9 stolen base attempts in 18 total attempts. But today it'll be Brandon Martorano behind the plate. He has only caught 8 potential base stealers in 60 total attempts. So 52 stolen bases allowed against just 8 caught stealing. Could be a big chance for Bowie. We'll step aside one final time. When we return, we've got first pitch and all the play-by-play. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from the Diamond in Richmond. It's Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Richmond Flying Squirrels and your Bowie Baysox. Matt Zabata is with you from the Diamond, and as Kyle Harrison warms on the mound for the Squirrels, the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at second base, you've got Connor Norby, followed by Colton Cowser in center field batting second. Cesar Prieto at third base bats third. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, fourth. Shane Fontana in left field bats fifth. Maverick Hanley, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Zach Watson in right field bats seventh. Cody Roberts, the catcher, eighth. And Andrew Dashbach is at first base batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They are 39-48 on the season, 12-6 in the second half. As Norby digs into the box, batting .250 this year, a .764 OPS in 17 games, Harrison is ready. He steps back, kicks high, fires the first pitch in, and it's swung on and missed away. A breaking ball gets us underway at 6:10 p.m. on a 95-degree sunny day here in Richmond, Virginia. As the wind pushes out to left field, the 0-1 pitch to Norby comes home, and it misses wide a fastball. Count evens at 1. Bowie is managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Josh Conway, Brandon Becker, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen, video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield, athletic trainer. 1-1. Misses up and away a fastball. It's 2 balls and a strike on Norby. And again, the Baysox lineup features Norby, Cowser, Prieto, Ortiz, Fontana, Handley, Watson, Roberts, Dashbach, all to face off against Kyle Harrison on the mound. As the lefty sends home the 2-1, it's flinched on. Fastball misses high. And the count to 3-1 on Connor Norby. Norby had a leadoff single on the second pitch of yesterday's game, but went 1 for 5 overall, as Bowie picked up the win to open the series 4-2. 3-1 pitch. Called a strike on the inside edge, a late ring-up by the home plate umpire as Norby had crossed home plate and already flipped the bat back toward the dugout. It runs the count full here to open up the day. Harrison has not allowed a base hit on full counts this season, but splits the middle when it comes to walks and strikeouts. Norby has a keen eye, the 3-2. Inside ball 4. Norby flinched at it, and the slider definitely moved a bit too far in. A leadoff walk, and that's how the day gets started for the Baysox offensively. The diamond here in Richmond is 330 feet down the line to both left and right field, 410 feet to straightaway center. Again, as the wind is pushing out toward left field, the way that the awnings are constructed at this ballpark, the first and third base bags and the sides of the infield are covered in shade, but second base is in direct sunlight. As Colton Cowser digs in, first pitch to the left-hander is a slider, called for strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Colton Cowser is on a seasons-long 2-game hitless streak. That's how great he's been. First time all year since joining the Baysox for the second half that he's gone without in back-to-back games. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup called a strike, top half of the zone. It's 0-2. Cowser overall is hitting .296 with an 11.09 OPS in 17 games. 3 doubles, no triples, 5 home runs, and 10 runs batted in. Runner at first, nobody out here in a scoreless top of the first. As the 0-2 comes home, and Cowser takes a late poke at it, but fouls it into the mid of the catcher for strike 3. Martirano holds on, and Cowser is retired on Kyle Harrison's first strikeout. Let's tell you about the defense backing him up today for Richmond. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Armani Smith, Michael Gigliotti, and Franklin Labor. Brett Arbach is at third, Tyler Fitzgerald at short, Shane Matheny at second, Frankie Tostado at first, and Brandon Martirano catches behind the plate for Kyle Harrison on the mound. Here's Cesar Prieto, first pitch. Breaking ball called a strike on the outside edge for the left-hander, and the count opens up at 0-1. 279 average for Prieto, a 690 OPS in 46 games played. 11 doubles, no triples, 2 homers, 17 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 offering. Prieto sprays it foul the other way, count already to 0-2. Kyle Harrison, a 6'2", 200-pound, 20-year-old left-hander. He turns 21 in about 2 weeks. Third-round draft selection in 2020 from De La Salle High School in California. San Jose, California, to be precise. As he fires the 0-2, and it's swung on and missed high for strike 3. Prieto goes down on 3 pitches, chasing the last 2. Back-to-back punch-outs for Kyle Harrison, and now 2 gone after the leadoff walk. Your umpiring crew for today's game, Mike Gillespie is at third base, Evan Johnson is the crew chief, he's at first, and Reynero Valero is calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Now on to a right-hander, Joey Ortiz digs in. First pitch home, and Ortiz watches fastball miss high. Count opens up at 1-0. So already a noticeable split between the lefties and righties. Harrison fired nothing but strikes, peppering the zone against the left-handers Cowser and Prieto, but he's been working around the edges on these 2 right-handers. The 1-0 to Ortiz, swinging a piece into the mid of the catcher, and the count evens at 1. 231 average for Ortiz this season, 651 OPS in 79 games, 14 doubles, 4 triples, 6 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Runner at first, 2 away. As the 1-1 comes home, Ortiz watches fastball sail wide, and the count goes to 2-1. Harrison on the season for Richmond is 3-1. He has a 3.19 ERA in 8 games all starts. 42 and a third innings, 60 strikeouts, 22 walks, 5 home runs allowed. The 2-1. Ortiz watches a called strike on a breaking ball, nicking the upper outside corner. Count evens at 2. Opponents are hitting just 175 against Harrison. He tore through batters at the high A level before being promoted. The 2-2. Ortiz watches slider miss in. Count runs full. Harrison with high A Eugene to open the year, while he only went 0-1, sported a 1.55 ERA. 29 innings, only 5 earned runs, 10 walks, and 59 strikeouts. Again, 29 innings, 59 strikeouts. Runner goes, next pitch is sprayed foul. A poke on a fastball away to Ortiz. Norby will continue to get the head start here on a full count 2-out scenario. Ortiz had the RBI triple last night after Norby led off by reaching safely, and then there were 2 quick outs. Another 3-2. There goes Norby, and it's called strike 3 on the inside edge. Ortiz had initially thought it was going to slide further inside, but it stopped, hit the zone. Ortiz instantly realized just as he had taken that first step to first base. So he strikes out looking, and the Baysox get a leadoff walk, but then go down by K's in tandem. We're on to the bottom of the first here in Richmond. Bowie nothing. Squirrels coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
Well, the Bowie Baysox went down scoreless in the top of the first inning. It'll be on Drew Rahm to try and make sure he can do the same against the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Matt Sabat is with you from the diamond, and as Rahm warms on the mound, the starting lineup for the Squirrels that he'll face looks like this. Michael Gigliotti leads off. He's in center field, followed by Armani Smith in left field batting second. Diego Rincones, the DH, bats third. Frankie Tostado at first base, fourth. Brandon Martirano is the catcher. He bats fifth. Tyler Fitzgerald, the shortstop, sixth. Shane Matheny is the second baseman batting seventh. Brett Arbach at third base bats eighth. And Franklin Labor in right field bats ninth. Richmond is the AA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants, managed by Dennis Pelfrey, assisted by Paul Esguerra, Danny Santon, Gary Davenport, and Chris Walsh. Again, that lineup for Richmond features Gigliotti, Smith, Rincones, Tostado, Martirano, Fitzgerald, Matheny, Arbach, Labor, all to face off against left-hander Drew Rahm on the mound. As Gigliotti digs in, one of three left-handers in the lineup. First pitch in from Rahm is a fastball on the outside corner of the zone at 93, 0-1 to start. 224 average for Gigliotti this season, a 752 OPS in 61 games. Here's the 0-1 offering. Curveball this time, call it for strike two on the bottom edge, and it's 0-2. 4 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 28 runs batted in for Gigliotti this year. Already the 0-2 home, and it's swung on and missed for strike three. Falls out of the glove of Cody Roberts briefly, but he picks it up and fires to first quick. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Rahm to open the day. Let's tell you about the defense behind him. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Shane Fontana, Colton Cowser, and Zach Watson. Cesar Prieto is at third base, Joey Ortiz at short, Connor Norby at second, Andrew Dashbach at first, and Cody Roberts catches behind the plate for Drew Rahm on the mound. As right-hander Armani Smith steps in, 245 average and a 638 OPS in 39 games. First pitch, check swing, fastball, misses just high, and it's 1-0. Richmond is 46-42 on the season, only 3-7 over their last 10, and 6-13 in the second half. The 1-0 misses wide, and the count goes to 2-0. But of course, Richmond, the first half winners in the Southwest Division, breaking a tie with the Akron Rubber Ducks by head-to-head record, so they're in the postseason no matter what. The 2-0 lifted out toward right field, but this one's heading foul, as Zach Watson gave a couple of steps on it, but it will get out. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Drew Rahm, a 6'2", 170-pound, 22-year-old left-hander from Cincinnati. 4th-round draft selection in 2018 from Highlands High School. Fires the 2-1, and it's lifted foul again right side. Count runs to 2-2. Rahm on the season for Bowie has gone 5-1. A 3.92 ERA in 14 games all starts. 73 strikeouts and 20 walks in 59 2/3 innings. The 2-2 offering. In there, strike three. Poked a changeup on the upper outside corner, and Smith didn't think it would go. But he's rung up back-to-back punch-outs to start the day for Rahm. And now Diego Rincones. Baysox are in their alternate orange uniforms today. The black block Bowie on the front side, gray pants, black hat, orange brim. Squirrels are in a special uniform. First pitch to Rincones, called a strike on a high changeup. It's 0-1. It's Military Appreciation Night here at the Diamond, so Richmond is wearing an alternate camouflage-themed jersey with the white home pants. The 0-1 pitch to Rincones is bounced through the gap right side, a base hit. Rincones does have a little bit of opposite field contact this season. He goes the other way over a third of the time. While he is still more of a heavy pull hitter, he does open up with a single here with 2 outs, extending the inning. Rincones had a single in yesterday's first inning, but ultimately went 1 for 4. So it'll be on Rom to keep it there. But now here's Frankie Tostado. Left-handed first baseman is hitting .288 this season. First pitch in, he squares, and it bounces in as Rom tried to compensate from that first little flinch from Tostado. Made sure that Tostado really wouldn't have a chance at it. But it starts to count out at 1-0. Here's the next, fouled off left side. And the count runs even at a ball and a strike now. Tostado, a .288 average, a .799 OPS in 76 games. 16 doubles, a triple, 11 home runs, 41 runs batted in. He's found plenty of success against the Baysox this year. The 1-1, swing and a miss, breaking ball away, and the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Rom working ahead of every batter he's faced so far. Want to see that continue, but you also want to see the quick innings. And time called by Tostado just as Rom comes set at the waist. Decent shift on for the left-hander Tostado, but he's got a good spray this year. The 1-2 pitch. Slider misses down and away. Count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seems that Rom is going to get him to try and chase at it. We haven't seen too many called strike threes over the past few days. Despite a combined well over 20 strikeouts yesterday, every single one was swinging. 2-2 pitch. Sprayed foul the other way. And the count holds on Tostado. Rom is now north of 15 pitches. You do want to be careful, of course. Kyle Harrison did need 19 pitches for his first inning, despite only facing 4 batters. 2 full counts, a leadoff walk. The 2-2. Misses high, a fastball, and the count fills here on Tostado. Rincones will get a head start at first base. Rom on the season, on full counts, holds opponents to a 130 batting average, 13 strikeouts, 9 walks. Left-hander sets and fires the pickoff to first base, trying to hold on Rincones, see if he could get him on the jump. That's almost a given when you've got the left-hander on the mound and that full count 2-out opportunity. Now the 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A slider down and away, and Tostado left chasing. Well, we've got a good one brewing here in the first inning. Each starter striking out the side. As we move to the second here at the Diamond, we're scoreless. Bowie and Richmond. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, it's the most special day of the year at Prince George's Stadium, and it comes your way Friday, July 29th. It's the 23rd Navy Night, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Join the United States Naval Academy class of 2026 and take in the Baysox as they face off against the Altoona Curve. It all comes your way on Friday, July 29th, and first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with some fantastic post-game fireworks. The 23rd Annual Navy Night at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
We're on to the second inning in a scoreless game. Bowie and Richmond, starting pitcher for both sides, racked up 3 punch-outs in the first inning around a base runner. Bowie got a leadoff walk in the first. Richmond got a 2-out single. Kyle Harrison will now dance with the 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Baysox, starting with Shane Fontana. Third base plays in on the line as the first pitch to left-hander Fontana is a slider called for strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. 288 average for Fontana this season, and 891 OPS in 35 games. 4 doubles, no triples, 5 homers, 19 batted in, the 0-1. Fastball misses high, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Harrison this season against left-handers has had a tough time, but so far he looks like he's been putting together better plate appearances. The 1-1 is sliced foul the other way. Little sawed-off pitch up and in. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes on Fontana. Yeah, the 2 left-handers earlier in the lineup for Bowie, Cowser and Prieto, both went down swinging without seeing a ball. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses away on Fontana. That was the slider. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But Harrison does have lefties hitting him at a 250 clip this year. 2-2 pitch. Off of home plate, picked on one bounce by Martirano behind the dish, so it is foul. Count remains even at 2. Fontana hits fellow lefties pretty darn well this year. The 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Fontana was hesitant of it. He thought it might happen because as soon as it came across, he instantly looked at the home plate umpire, just hoping that he wasn't going to get rung up, but he did. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Kyle Harrison, and now on to Maverick Handley. Lefty on righty, first pitch to Handley, misses high a fastball, and it's 1-0 to start. 242 average for Handley this season, a 782 OPS in 49 games. 10 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, 25 runs batted in. 1-0. Lifted, shallow, foul, right side, and the count goes even at 1-1 as that one gets out of play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called a strike, a breaking ball in the top half. One-two, changeup misses wide, and the count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Handley. They play him straight up the middle. Outfield plays him a step the opposite way as the 2-2 comes home, and Handley swings through a high fastball for strike 3. That's 5 consecutive punch-outs for Kyle Harrison. He's on a run. Here's Zach Watson shifting up into the 7 slot. First pitch, called a strike. Slider hits the outside corner, and it's 0-1 to start. Right-hander Watson is hitting 186 this season, a 567 OPS in 64 games as the 0-1 comes home. And it's called a strike on the inside edge. That time a fastball, 0-2. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Harrison steps off the back of the rubber quickly as time was called by Brandon Martirano behind home plate. Brushes off a little bit of the dirt in front of his squat and resets. The 0-2 pitch to Watson. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Harrison strikes out the side in the second. He's racked up 6 straight Ks. He's on a roll. Bottom of the second coming up here in Richmond. We're scoreless. Bowie and Richmond. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Bottom of the second inning in a scoreless game here in Richmond as Drew Rahm will get back to work. Matt Sabatis with you from the diamond. Rahm has a tall order to try and match. Kyle Harrison struck out the side once again in the second inning. He's on 6 consecutive punch-outs after walking the first batter of the game. Rahm will try to do something similar against the 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Squirrels. As Brandon Martirano will lead off. First appearance of the series for him, the catcher. Digs in as a right-hander, and the first pitch in from Rahm is a fastball just under the knees. Call it for ball 1. .212 average for Martirano this year, a .683 OPS in 62 games played, 11 doubles, 3 triples, the 1-0 pitch. This one a line drive out to left. Fontana running, closes the gap as he crosses into the sunlight and makes the catch. Just a little bit to his left side. That one was close enough. Really the only hindrance would have been the sun, and Fontana was prepared. So there's quickly one gone as Tyler Fitzgerald will step in. If Rahm wants to avoid the strikeouts, that's fine, because it could help him go a little bit longer. Harrison needed 33 pitches just for his first 2 innings. As Tyler Fitzgerald stands, the first pitch is a fastball called for strike in the lower outside corner. It's 0-1. Fitzgerald hitting .201 this season, a .708 OPS in 80 games, 9 doubles, a triple, 15 home runs, 35 runs batted in. The 0-1 swung on and missed down. Curveball runs the count to 0-2. Rahm definitely in an early command right now. 21 pitches, 15 of them have gone for strikes. Here's the 0-2 offering. Swinging a piece, hits off of the catcher and rolls slowly back to the screen as the count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 pitch from Rahm. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fastball at 91 on the inside for Drew. He's struck out his 4th batter. And 2 quick outs here in the second inning. Well, it's definitely early to make the assumption. But you obviously can, just based on the way that the weather has been. If it's so hot out, maybe teams are trying to run through things quickly. Here's Shane Matheny. First pitch to the left-hander misses wide, and the count starts out at 1-0. No point in following that path, but it's just been hot. That much I can tell you. Matheny, the left-hander, hits .257 this season, an .826 OPS in 65 games. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball down, and it's 1-1. 8 doubles and a triple, 9 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Matheny had a good read of Rahm last time they faced as the 1-1 misses wide. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Rahm's previous start against Richmond was back on the 30th of June, the end of that month. 2-1 pitch. Called a strike at the letters. Matheny thought it was a little bit high. I don't necessarily blame him as the count goes even at 2. Rahm gave up a career-high 3 home runs in that game, including 1 to Matheny. The 2-2 pitch, way up and in. Matheny cowered a little bit as it runs the count full. He didn't curl out away from the pitch. He practically curled into it. Now the payoff. In there, strike 3. High fastball. Matheny was hustling up the line and had tossed the bat and has to stop in his tracks. Rahm strikes out his 5th batter in a perfect 2nd inning. We've got the start of a pitcher's duel brewing right now. 1 base runner apiece after 2. We're scoreless here in Richmond. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Hey fans, don't forget about Grateful Dead Night coming to Prince George's Stadium on Friday, August 26th. It features a special fireworks show and a Grateful Dead ticket and t-shirt package. Head to Baysox.com to get a little bit more information on that. It's Friday, August 26th, Grateful Dead Night. Scoreless as we move on to the 2nd inning here at the Diamond. First pitch to Cody Roberts is a check swing foul over to the right side, hits the net, and it's 0-1 to start. Kyle Harrison back to work on the mound for Richmond. Left-hander faces 8-9-1 in the Bowie lineup, a trio of righties between Roberts, Dashbach, and Norby. As the 0-1 comes home, and Roberts watches fastball miss high, it's 1-1. A .245 average for Cody Roberts this season with a .698 OPS in 47 games played. 8 doubles, no triples, 5 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Here's the 1-1. Fastball, just up and away. Honestly, seems like we got a couple of those pitches called for strikes against the left-handers of Richmond in the last half inning. Drew Rahm struck out a pair in a perfect frame. Here's the 2-1. Roberts watches a pitch at the knees, called for strike. That one could have been a makeup call for all we know. Count goes even at 2. Roberts is on one of his toughest runs of the season, and you hope for him to break out of it soon because he's been a consistent bat for Bowie most of the year. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on a pitch inside. It bounced off of the glove of Martirano, but Roberts had already taken the heel turn back to the dugout before realizing, so he can't go anywhere. That is 7 consecutive strikeouts for Kyle Harrison, as Andrew Dashbach will be the one to try and break the streak. First pitch to the right-hander. Misses inside. Fastball starts the count out at 1-0. A 187 average for Dashbach this year, a 664 OPS in 70 games played. The 1-0 offering. Dashbach watches a breaking ball find its way into the zone for a called strike. 1-1 on the curveball there. 8 doubles, no triples for Dashbach. 10 home runs, 35 batted in. The 1-1 swing and a miss. High fastball, and the count goes to 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away, a scoreless top of the 3rd. The 1-2 to Dashbach. Fastball just above the letters away. It's 2-2. Well, it would subvert expectations if Dashbach is the one to break up this skid, as the 2-2 comes home, and it misses wide to run the count full. Well, now that the counts run full, maybe not, because Dashbach has one of the highest walk rates on full counts this season for the Baysox, but he does also have the highest strikeout rate overall. Here's the payoff. Called strike 3 on the lower inside corner. Dashbach didn't complain about it. He was just upset about a good pitcher's pitch. 8 consecutive strikeouts for Kyle Harrison. And now back to the top of the lineup. The only batter that has reached safely for the Baysox, Connor Norby, walked on a full count to start the game. The first pitch in. Norby watches breaking ball, called for strike on the upper outside corner, 0-1. 8 straight strikeouts is remarkable. It's something to praise, but it's not even the worst run that Bowie has been on the other end of this season. The 0-1. Curveball called for strike in the lower inside corner, and the count is already at 0-2. We go back to April 23rd, when Daniel Espino of Akron struck out the first 11 batters. The 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Norby chases on a high fastball. It's 9 straight strikeouts for Kyle Harrison. Bottom of the third coming up, a scoreless game. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
There's plenty going on at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, July 30th. It's the Island Luau night at the ballpark as the Baysox battle the Altoona Curve. Live music from the islands, inspirational dance performances, and more. But that's not all. It's also Maryland's worst car show. Do you own a clunker, a piece of junk on wheels? Well, here's your chance to show it off. Again, that's all on Saturday, July 30th. So head to Baysox.com to purchase tickets and find out more about registering for Maryland's worst car show. Hope to see you there. We go to the bottom of the third here at the Diamond, a scoreless game between Bowie and Richmond. Matt Sabatis with you on a hot, not too humid, but definitely hot day here in Virginia's capital, as Rom will face off against 8-9-1 in the Richmond lineup, starting with Brett Arbach, Franklin Labor, and then Michael Gigliotti will follow. As the first pitch comes home, Arbach watches a called strike on a fastball, hits the top half of the zone at 94, 0-1. 193 average for Arbach this season, a 632 OPS in 68 games. As Rom fires the 0-1, it misses just down, a bit away as well. Count evens at a ball and a strike. 9 doubles, no triples, 9 home runs, 31 runs batted in for the right-hander. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, curveball down, it's 1-2. Rom has not been wasting any time when it comes to attacking a lot of these batters. Arbach has had a good season against Rom specifically, 3 for 5 with a home run. He has struck out twice. But Rom is dictating the pace right now, and Arbach steps out of the box to try and limit that, see if he can maybe get some of his own pacing back. But Rom sets, steps back, and fires the 1-2. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. A fastball low, and that's the 6th strikeout for Drew Rom against just 8 batters faced. Now here's Franklin Labor. Labor hitting 200 this year, a 681 OPS in 53 games played. 9 doubles, a triple, 6 home runs, 26 runs batted in. First pitch. This is down, and the count starts out at 1-0.
Base is empty, one away. The next pitch is poked slowly to short, picked up by Joey Ortiz. A charge and a rip to first base. In time to Dashbach, a 6-3 putout. That one drew at least a semblance of a cheer because that was the first ball put in play since the first batter of the bottom of the second. That was 6 consecutive batters across both sides that had struck out. We've only had 3 balls put in play all day. First pitch to Michael Gigliotti. He squares. Doesn't pull back in time as a curveball hits the bottom of the zone for a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Gigliotti watches a pitch miss wide. Slider there runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Second trip through the order for Rom now. Gigliotti struck out on 3 pitches in the first. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, count to 2-1. Cesar Pareto still a bit in on the baseline if Gigliotti wants to pull it back out of his pocket. With a decent shift on. 2-1 pitch. Sprayed foul the other way, and the count goes even at 2. But yeah, only 3 balls have been put into play as there are 2 outs in the bottom of the third today, all 3 of them Richmond. The 2-2. Liner right to short. Joey Ortiz is there. That one was swung on with not too much vigor, but just enough to get it into play. Another perfect frame for Drew Rom. He's retired 7 consecutive batters and sends us on to the 4th. Bowie has gone down 9 in a row, all by strikeout. Something's got to give soon. We're scoreless. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
We move on to the 4th inning here in the Diamond. A scoreless game between Bowie and Richmond, and the Squirrels are making a pitching change. Find this very interesting as Kyle Harrison had tossed 3 nearly perfect innings, about as perfect as you could have asked for, with only 1 base runner allowed. It was 3 scoreless and hitless innings for Harrison as Trenton Toplicar takes over. First pitch over to Colton Cowser is lined into right field, a base hit, rolling toward the corner. Cowser has an easy ticket for second base as it's dug out by Laborde and sent back. Cowser will stop at second standing. A leadoff double, his 4th of the season, and the early bid for the no-hitter is suddenly gone as soon as Richmond pulls the plug on Harrison. How do you like that? Harrison had fired 3 scoreless, hitless innings while striking out 9 consecutive batters. He walked just 1, and as soon as Trenton Toplicar comes in, the first pitch he delivers is served to right field for a double. That's the 4th time this season that Harrison has struck out at least 9 batters with Double-A. Here's Cesar Prieto. First pitch grounded to the right side, but this one more routinely picked up at second base. Shane Matheny is there and sends it to Tostado at first. Colton Cowser advances to third, but all of a sudden, after just 2 pitches, the Baysox have a runner at third and 1 away. So a big opportunity now for the next 2 batters, Joey Ortiz and Shane Fontana. Over the first 10 batters of the game, the Baysox hadn't even put the ball into play, and they do it on 2 straight pitches. Now Joey Ortiz with a chance to maybe give Bowie the lead in this scoreless game. Ortiz struck out looking on a full count pitch in the first. First pitch, he lifts it out to deep left field. Smith is running back to the corner. He's running out of room and it bounces off the warning track. Ortiz will turn the corner and jog to second as Cowser scores an RBI double for Joey Ortiz. He's red hot and the Baysox lead 1-0. 3 pitches. The Baysox have wasted no time taking control of this game. As soon as Harrison was lifted, Bowie found everything in their favor as Joey Ortiz picks up his 15th double and his 37th RBI of the year. He's got hits in 10 of his last 11 games. And now here's Shane Fontana. First pitch to the lefty, misses wide. 1-0 to start. I barely had time to breathe. 3 straight batters putting the first pitch into play. Fontana struck out looking in the second inning. Here's the 1-0 from Toplicar. Curveball, called a strike in the upper outside corner. It's 1-1. Toplicar does have starting experience, a 6'4", 210-pound, 26-year-old right-hander from Santee, California. 16th round draft selection in 2018 for the Giants. Fires the 1-1, and it's popped up foul right side. Martirano, the catcher, will give chase, but it's out of play. Gets about 5 rows deep, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Fontana. Toplicar has made 17 appearances for Richmond this year. He's gone 2-0, a 5.18 ERA in 24 1/3 innings, 22 strikeouts against 15 walks. He's allowed 3 home runs. Runner at second, 1 away. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses down and inside, and the count goes even at 2 on Fontana. Toplicar did jump up to AAA for a brief spell in April, but came right back down to Richmond after just about a week. The 2-2 pitch. Fontana ropes it up the first base line. Another fair ball to the corner. Ortiz with the wheels can round third and score as it's pitched to Lila Bohr and sent to the infield. Fontana slides past the throw and digs into second. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Baysox, and they jump ahead to a 2-0 lead. It's a 3-double inning for Bowie as Fontana picks up his 5th of the season, his 20th RBI of the year, and suddenly pitching coach Paul Esguerra has to come out and put out the fire. Trenton Toplicar has been giving up all sorts of hard contact out of the gate. But again, he does have starting experience, spent all of 2021 with the Squirrels, mostly as a starter. He had a couple of long appearances, including a 7-inning start against Harrisburg back in mid-June of that year. Went deep into the season as a starting arm, but he provides that lengthy bullpen work for the Squirrels. As we've seen some teams do this coming out of the break, Norfolk has actually been doing it themselves up at AAA for Bowie. They've been going with some short starts out of the All-Star break. As Maverick Hanley steps into the box, first pitch misses inside, and the count starts out at 1-0. D.L. Hall yesterday only pitched 1 inning before being lifted, but it wasn't an injury-related lift. It was just a short return from the break. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hanley swings at it and fouls it off back to the screen. There's a fastball wide, and the count evens at 1. Matt Harvey is scheduled to start today for the Tides, and he's only expected to go a couple of innings. Zimmerman will follow him. As the 1-1 comes through, and Hanley watches a curveball miss inside. Count goes to 2-1. Bowie isn't really having to deal with that right now. Their rotation has been split up pretty well, that there's not too many deep outings, that it's not too far for them to go 4 or 5 innings. 2-1 pitch to Hanley is smashed out to the right field corner, sends Labor on the run. He's looking up, and it bounces off the warning track, and one hops over the wall. An automatic double for Maverick Hanley scores Shane Fontana from second. A 4-double inning for the Bay Sox, and it's 3-0. Just about at least 3 of these 4 probably could have been home runs at Prince George's Stadium. And while that would be nice, the Bay Sox are getting the contact where it matters, when it matters. I said it. As soon as Cowser and Ortiz got the job done, Bowie is pouncing on the opportunity for a new pitcher, and they've been making the most of it. Here's Zach Watson, first pitch. He watches a fastball called for strike on the bottom edge of the zone. It's 0-1. 4 doubles for the Bay Sox. Cowser, Ortiz, Fontana, and now Hanley. Hanley's got hits in 3 consecutive games now for Bowie. As the 0-1 comes in, and Watson takes a late swing for a foul back to the screen. It's 0-2. Bowie, their record this season is 6 doubles in a game. That actually happened against Richmond in a game that Drew Rom had started. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off again. A curveball high. Goes back to the screen, and the count remains. Bowie picked up 6 doubles in their 15-5 win over the Squirrels back on June 30th. Connor Norby and Colton Cowser led off the game with doubles. Cesar Prieto had one. Hudson Haskin had one. Zach Watson had one. The 0-2 pitch. Watson reaches for it and pushes it foul. Third base side. Count holds. That was a good day for Watson back on the 30th. He went 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. I'd like to see that continue into today. He's hit the Squirrels well this season, but he struck out swinging on 3 pitches back in the second inning. As the 0-2 comes home, and Watson swings and misses. Curveball away, and that's strike 3. First punch out for Trenton Toplicar after laboring through his first 5 batters faced. 10th overall strikeout for Richmond pitching. And now here's Cody Roberts. Bowie is still a far cry away from their season's high for strikeouts in a game. They set that mark very early in the season and haven't really come close to it since. 17 strikeouts against Akron back in mid-April. First pitch to Roberts. Check swing, called a strike in the upper inside corner anyway. It's 0-1 after the fastball. Roberts is on a seasons-long 7-game hitless streak for the Bay Sox. He was one of the last players to even go hitless in back-to-back games. 0-1, up and in. Roberts had to lean back a little bit. Count goes even at a ball and a strike as Bowie leads 3-0 all of a sudden here in the top of the 4th. A quartet of doubles bringing in the 3 runs. Runner still in scoring position with 2 outs. The 1-1. Curveball at the knees for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Now, Roberts had been one of the most consistent arms for the Bay Sox bats, I should say, for the Bay Sox all season in the first, I'd say about 2-3 months. When he was getting in, of course, his presence behind the plate is just about unmatched in the Eastern League. Same with Maverick Hanley, the 1-2. Up and in again as Roberts leans away from it. Richmond, despite, at least I would assume, hoping for lengthy innings out of Trenton Toplicar today, have another right-hander warming in the bullpen. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing, pitch down and away. They'll appeal. Roberts didn't go. The infield was headed back to the dugout. Martirano had applied a tag to Roberts just on the chance that it was called for a strike, but instead it runs the count full. And Roberts will get at least one more chance. Toplicar sets out of the stretch, first base side. Fires the 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. High fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Trenton Toplicar, but not before the Bay Sox slap 4 doubles and break out for 3 runs. We're on to the bottom of the 4th here in Richmond. Bowie leads 3-0. You're listening to Bay Sox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Well, Fans Care's around the corner at Patient First. Urgent care that's open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. No appointment needed. Learn more at patientfirst.com. We're on to the bottom of the fourth here at the Diamond in Richmond as the Baysox now sport a 3-0 lead. Richmond made an interesting choice on the pitching change, relieving Kyle Harrison with Trenton Toplicar, and Bowie pounced on him for 3 runs on 4 doubles. Drew Rahm continues on the mound for the Baysox, and the first pitch here to Armani Smith is ripped up the third base line, but it hooks just foul. That one was a line drive shot to the wall. Would have gone in for extra bases if Smith was just a smidge late on it. Count opens up, though, at 0-1. Rahm is on 41 pitches after that first offering through 3 scoreless innings, 1 hit, no walks, 6 strikeouts. It'll be Smith, Rincones, and Tostado due up for the Squirrels here in the fourth. Here's the 0-1 offering. Bounces in, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. The Baysox this season have always been able to rely on Rahm for some of these high strikeout performances. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses up and away. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. And a lot of that is thanks in part to such a deep arsenal of his. The 4-seamer, the curve, the slider, the change. The 2-1 is a line drive out to left. But this one in fair territory. Fontana, a late read on it. Had to sprint in and slide down to catch it. Got down just under a knee and caught it above the leg, but Fontana is there. A line out to left starts it, and that's 8 in a row retired by Drew Rahm. Now here's Diego Rincones. Rincones singled to right field on an 0-1 count. He's been the only base runner for Richmond today. First pitch into the right-hander is flared out towards center and through for a base hit. Rincones just torments Bowie pitching. He came into this series hitting .500 against the Baysox, had a paltry 1-for-4 day against Bowie. For a lot of guys, that'd be an okay day. But for Rincones, it was a step down, and he follows up with a 2-for-2 day here to start Saturday. There's something about Diego Rincones just against Bowie. He's hitting twice as well against Bowie as he is against every other team in the league. Here's Frankie Tostado, first pitch. Called a strike on a fastball, down and away, it's 0-1. But if it's going to happen, it's fine to happen on the first pitch because you want Drew Rahm to go long in this start. And if Rincones is the only base runner he's going to be allowing, then who cares? The 0-1 pitch. Fastball under the knees, count runs even at a ball and a strike. Tostado struck out swinging on a full count offering back in the first inning. Here's the 1-1. Grounded over the right side, could be 2. Picked by Norby, sent to Ortiz at short. Back to Dash Buckets in time. A 4-6-3 double play. Tostado hits into his 5th of the season, and after the 1-out single, the inning is over. We're on to the 5th here at the Diamond. Bowie leads 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org, and let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. The freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip. Because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Boy, it's hot out. Oh, goodness. 97 degrees here at the Diamond as Bowie leads 3-0 into the 5th inning. Richmond will make another pitching change. Kyle Harrison, after his 3 innings, again, still questioning why they lifted him so quick. Most likely just a quick ramp back up after an injured-less stint and the All-Star break. But 3 innings and 9 strikeouts for Harrison. Trenton Toplicar, 3 runs on 4 hits in the 4th. First pitch to Andrew Dashbach from new pitcher John Russell is called a strike in the lower inside corner. Toplicar's line, an inning, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned. He struck out 2, walked none. As Russell takes over, he'll face off against 9-1-2. Andrew Dashbach was speaking fairly briefly with the umpire before settling back in. The 0-1 pitch bounces in, and the count evens at 1. After Dashbach, it'll be Connor Norby and Colton Cowser. John Russell, 6'3", 185-pound, 26-year-old right-hander from Hartford, Connecticut. 16th round draft selection in 2017. Fires a breaking ball, called for strike on the outside edge, a curve, and it's 1-2. Russell on the season has made 25 appearances. He fires the 1-2, and it's grounded to third. Picked up by Brett Arbach on a handful of skips, and he sends it over to first base in time where Tostado receives. 5-3 put out, and there's 1 gone for Connor Norby. Russell is 0-0 on the year, no record yet. But a 3.77 ERA in 31 innings, featuring 42 strikeouts against just 14 walks. 3 home runs. And now Connor Norby to bat. First pitch ripped third base line, but foul. Hooked a little bit too much from the right-hander Norby, and he starts behind 0-1. 0 for 1 day for Norby. He struck out swinging against Harrison back in the 3rd inning. Next pitch misses wide. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Norby walked in a full count to open the game. He was the only batter to reach base against Kyle Harrison. Next pitch again misses away from Russell. Count goes to 2-1. Next offering. Just a bit high on a check swing. They'll appeal on it. Norby didn't go, and it's 3-1. Russell has been a consistent arm lately for Richmond. Fires the 3-1, and it's popped up shallow center. Gigliotti running down. Matheny at second running out, but Gigliotti calls off the second baseman and makes the catch. So 2 away as Norby flies out to center. And now here's Colton Cowser. Russell has not allowed a run in 10 of his 11 appearances since the start of June. Here's Colton Cowser, first pitch. Called a strike, in at the knees, and it's 0-1. Cowser got the party started in the 4th inning. First pitch that Trenton Toplicar threw was served up the first base line for a double. Next pitch misses inside, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Next offering, a check swing away. Cowser pulled back in time, and the count goes to 2-1. Next pitch from Russell. This is high, a fastball, 3-1. Decent shift on for Cowser. He's not ran into any problems when it comes to pulling the ball this season either. As Russell sends in the 3-1, and it's called a strike in the upper inside corner, 3-2. It's a very fluid, rocking motion for Russell as he winds. Steps forward, and just as he slows down that step, initially kicks high and fires the 3-2. It's ripped right side, and a diving attempt by Shane Matheny. It's off his glove, falls in front of him, he picks it up and sends to first. That'll draw the round of applause. Even though it wasn't a direct line out, Matheny's diving play kept it from a single. As Cowser is eliminated 4-3, you can give that one a star. It's a perfect 5th inning for John Russell here at the Diamond. Halfway home in Richmond, but Bowie still leads 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, it's the most special day of the year at Prince George's Stadium, and it comes your way Friday, July 29th. It's the 23rd Navy Night, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Join the United States Naval Academy class of 2026 and take in the Baysox as they face off against the Altoona Curve. It all comes your way on Friday, July 29th, and first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with some fantastic post-game fireworks. The 23rd Annual Navy Night at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to Baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Well, it's always such an extreme pleasure to have you along for the broadcast each night. Matt Sabatis with you from the Diamond saying thank you so much for stopping by. As Drew Rom continues on the mound for the Bowie Baysox into the bottom of the 5th, a 3-0 Bowie lead. 5, 6, and 7 in the Richmond lineup set to bat, starting with Brandon Martirano. First pitch in, and it skips inside, nearly clipped him on the foot. Martirano had to skip out of the way of it. Hit off of Cody Roberts' glove and went back to the screen, 1-0 to start. Martirano, Tyler Fitzgerald, and then Shane Matheny due up. As the 1-0 comes home, and it's smashed out toward deep left center field. Fontana running back, curling around at the warning track, and this one's off the top of the wall. Picked in center by Colton Cowser and sent back to the infield, but a little bit away from the base. As Martirano cruises into second base sliding. A leadoff double for his 12th of the season. Richmond has their first runner into scoring position tonight. As Rom now has to work around that with Tyler Fitzgerald set to bat. Fitzgerald struck out swinging on 3 pitches back in the 2nd inning. The first pitch home. It's called a strike at the knees. Fastball, 0-1. Fitzgerald saw his 7-game hit streak, a season's long hit streak, come to a close yesterday while going 0 for 4. He struck out twice against Stauffer and Lucas. The 0-1. Here's a little nubber out towards shallow right. Watson gets there and makes the catch. Martirano was off the bag, so he could not tag up. First out of the frame for Rom. And now here's Shane Matheny. Lefty on lefty. First pitch in. Matheny watches a called strike. Fastball on the outer edge. It's 0-1. And Matheny hasn't hit fellow lefties too well this season, but he's hit Rom fine. 2 for 5 with a solo home run. Back on the 30th, that was the 3 home run game for Richmond, but Bowie still won that one. Remember, 15-5. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, slider away. And it's 0-2. Reminds me a little bit of what happened yesterday up at Fenway Park. Who was it, Alex Verdugo? Yeah, Verdugo had a good day for the Red Sox. Had 2 home runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Matheny. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back sliders for Rom. That's his 7th strikeout, but his first on the second trip through the order. 2 gone here in the 5th inning, and now Brett Arbach. So Alex Verdugo had 2 home runs for Boston yesterday. Big accomplishment, right? Multi-home run games are always special. And to do it in advance of the big league club, that means you probably did a good job, right? No, not at all. Because it was a historically worse day for the Red Sox. 28-5, the Blue Jays won. First pitch to Brett Arbach, called a strike on a high changeup, 0-1. Arbach struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning. It's part of a 1-2-3 frame. So they have a decent shift on for the right-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1 offering. Check swing, called a strike anyway on a curveball wide, and it's 0-2. Now, this is a little bit of what I said at the start of this game for Rom. If he can pull out some more of the off-speed stuff and dangle it just on the edges of the zone to maybe get some of those called strikes and then really work well and away with his bag of tricks to get the swinging strikes, he can get back into the rhythm. He looks for his 8th punch out here. The 0-2. Slider misses too far down and inside as the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Arbach. Leadoff double, though, still standing at second base as Bowie leads 3-0. There have been a combined 7 hits in this game, and 5 of them have been doubles. As Rom sets out of the stretch, third base side. Looks back, runner at second twice. The 1-2 pitch, punched over to the right side, taken on a knee on one hop, a backhand by Andrew Dashbach. First baseman turns around and sprints to first himself. The 3 unassisted ends the inning. 5 scoreless for Drew Rom as we move to the 6th. Bowie leads 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. Still 3 more fireworks shows in the month of July on Saturday the 16th, Friday the 29th, and Saturday the 30th. Hope to see you there.
Pest now Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
We continue to the 6th inning here at the Diamond. A 3-0 Bowie lead that they'll hope to increase. John Russell is back to work on the mound, his 2nd inning of relief. Set down the side in order on a couple of groundouts and a flyout in the 5th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Baysox lineup set to bat, starting with Cesar Prieto, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Prieto grounded out to second his last time up. Corner infielders will play in, but now the first baseman, Frankie Tostado, will back off. You don't really need to play in on the right side for Cesar Prieto. Anytime he lays down a bunt, which is almost a certainty right now, when he leads off, he will usually square. He doesn't here, though. First pitch is called a strike on a high fastball. It's 0-1 to start. Prieto did lay down a bunt single yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Misses down and inside, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike, and it was a critical base hit for the Baysox. After Colton Cowser was hit by a pitch to open the inning, Prieto bunted it perfectly about 30 feet away from home left side. The 1-0 roped over to second, taken on a high bounce by Shane Matheny. He'll twirl and fire it to first base. That's back-to-back quality plays by Shane Matheny over at second. Last one, a diving grab to take away a base hit from Colton Cowser. This one, a good spin on a tough bounce to take one away from Cesar Prieto. But I suppose it is fair to not go for the bunt, even though he is the best at it on the team, Prieto, because you don't want to make it too expected. Here's Joey Ortiz, first pitch high, a fastball, and it's 1-0 to start. 1 for 2 day for Ortiz. RBI double in the 4th inning and a run scored. The 1-0. Called a strike on the outside edge, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Next offering from Russell, misses wide, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Russell has pitched Bowie pretty darn well this season. As the right-hander fires the 2-1, and it's a curveball called for a strike at the knees. Count runs even at 2. He only made one appearance against the Baysox back in the June series, as the 2-2 is lined left side, base hit. Splits the gap into left field as Ortiz picks up his 21st multi-hit game of the season, leads the team by far on what's been an outstanding month of June for the infielder. Month of June, it's July. I'm talking about Russell's June. Ortiz just can't be stopped right now. He's hitting over 350 here in the month. He's got back-to-back multi-hit games for the Baysox. He's now got 7 multi-hit games in this month alone in 16 games overall. Here's Shane Fontana. First pitch to the left-hander, a flinch on a curveball inside, and it's 1-0. While Russell has pitched Bowie well, he ran into the snag back on the 30th. That was that same 15-5 game, and with a final score like that, you can imagine how he pitched. Russell was tagged for 4 runs in an inning and 2/3. 1-0. Ripped to first and taken by Tostado. He steps on the bag for 1 and sends it to second for 2. Oh, Ortiz tried to run away from the tag. He slides back to first, but he's out. That was a great recovery by everyone involved. Tyler Fitzgerald sprinted down to fire it to Tostado. So it'll be a 3-6-3 double play, taking out first Fontana and then Ortiz. Bowie gets a 1-out single, but only sends the minimum to the plate. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Bowie leads 3-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Well, a pitching change for the Baysox as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Richmond. A 3-0 Bowie lead. Jensen Elliott taking over for Drew Rahm. A near quality start for Rahm. He probably could have gone a lot further after just 5 innings and only 59 pitches. 5 scoreless innings for Rahm on 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and no walks. He's in line for his 6th win of the season as Jensen Elliott takes over. Faces off against 9-1-2 in the Richmond batting order. Franklin LeBoer to start. First pitch. Fastball misses down and away, and it's 1-0. Jensen Elliott, a 6'6", 231-pound right-hander, 19th round draft selection in 2019 from Oklahoma State. Fires the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Slider away on LeBoer, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Elliott on the season for Bowie has made 16 appearances. He's gone 5-2 with a 5.28 ERA. 29 innings, 19 strikeouts, 6 walks, 3 home runs allowed. 1-1. Bounced off of home in front of the mound, picked in the glove by Cody Roberts, and a missile to first base. 2-3 putout gets things started on the most Baltimore chops. Can you call it that? Is that even a thing? It bounced so high and only went about 2 feet in front of home plate. But it was well picked by Cody Roberts, and now it goes back to the top of the lineup and Michael Gigliotti. First pitch, left-hander, watches a called strike. On a fastball away, it's 0-1 to start. Gigliotti 0 for 2, lined out to short his last time up. Next offering, curveball, a high bouncer to second. 2 bounces before it's picked by Connor Norby at the chin and sent with a sidearm over to first base, a 4-3 putout, and 2 quick groundouts to open the day for Jensen Elliott. Now on to Armani Smith, who's also 0 for 2. He lined out to left his last time up. First pitch into the right-hander. Slider misses too far outside, and the count starts out at 1-0. Elliott is coming off of a winning effort against Akron. That was a walk-off win for the Baysox after he had blown a save. Here's the 1-0 offering. Breaking ball misses wide again, and the count goes to 2-0 as Elliott had come in with what was a 4-3 Bowie lead in the top of the 9th inning. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses way outside and runs back to the screen. It's 3-0 on Smith. Elliott had allowed a single, a walk, and a pair of groundouts to advance runners into scoring position. And a 2-out, 2 RBI single from John Kenzie Noel took it from a 4-3 Bowie lead to a 5-4 deficit as the next pitch to Smith misses wide. A 4-pitch walk to the right-hander. That is the first walk given up by either side today as the inning extends now to Diego Rincones. Of course, though, Elliott was bailed out in the bottom of the 9th inning of that appearance when J.D. Mundy picked up a walk-off 2 RBI double. Bowie won 6-5. First pitch to Rincones. Fastball called for strike at the knees. It's 0-1. You can't even call Rincones the Baysox killer. I don't even think that's a word you could make up, any sort of term, but he has been. The 0-1, slider misses down and away, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Rincones is 2 for 2 on the day, back up to hitting about .500 against the Baysox this season. 1-1, down and away, back pick to first! They didn't get him, very close. Cody Roberts had it well timed up. Andrew Dashbach was a little sneaky with it. They've got a good tandem going in that regard as the count goes to 2-1. Dashbach will run forward with a tad and then sprint back to receive it and apply the tag, but that one just a little late. The 2-1 is called a strike down and away, but it bounces past Roberts. That'll probably go down as a passed ball for a called strike. It'd be the 7th of the season for Roberts. Smith advanced to second base. But it does run the count even at 2. It is going to lead to Richmond manager Dennis Pelfrey coming down to argue the call, saying that the pitch was much too low. Pelfrey not necessarily too heated about it, just barking a little bit into the vicinity of the umpire, home plate umpire Rainero Valero. He's not even really looking at him. He's looking out toward first base as he says his piece. But again, nothing too heated. So it'll keep the count at 2. They'll run the count to 2. But a run in scoring position now. Only the second time today Richmond has had that. The 2-2. Popped up, shallow right, tough play for Watson. He's booking it down to the foul line, and it's off of Andrew Dashbach's glove in fair territory. A run scores. They call that a base hit. And I think that's the okay call since Dashbach had tried to make the bucket catch casually behind the back. Well, not behind the back, with his back turned to the infield to clarify. And since there were 2 outs, Smith was running the entire time the ball was in play, so he came around from second. It's an RBI single for Rincones, and he's 3 for 3 against Bowie. This guy. Now here's Frankie Tostado. First pitch grounded up the middle to a perfectly shaded Joey Ortiz. He gloves and from the outfield grass sends it to first to end the inning. But an RBI single for Diego Rincones breaks the shutout bid for Bowie. They'll hope for some insurance as they lead 3-1. On to the 7th. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
We'll get your red capes ready and your iron suits too, because it's Superhero Day at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, July 31st. You can meet your favorite costumed hero, and the first 750 fans ages 13 and up will pick up a Grayson Rodriguez Superman bobblehead for their own. Not only that, but it'll also be Heroes Day at the ballpark, honoring police, fire, and EMS with a Guns N' Hoses charity softball game. And the Baysox will wear custom Heroes jerseys, auctioned off post-game to benefit the Children's Cancer Foundation. Sunday, July 31st, so get your tickets at baysox.com.
On to the 7th inning here at the Diamond as Bowie still leads 3-1. Richmond will make another pitching change. Their third reliever out of the bullpen today is Randy Rodriguez. Right-hander will take over for John Russell. Russell had a good relief outing. 2 scoreless innings for the right-hander Russell. Faced the minimum. Did give up a base hit, but worked a double play. However, he didn't strike anyone out or walk anyone. It was just a lot of contact. As Rodriguez takes over to face off against 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Rodriguez, a 6-foot, 166-pound, 22-year-old right-hander from Santo Domingo in the Dominican. International free agent signed back in 2017 by the Giants. On the season for the Squirrels, this is only his second appearance. His first appearance did not go too well. He tossed only 1 inning and allowed 3 runs after starting the season with High A Eugene. First pitch to Maverick, Hanley hits him. Curveball too far inside, so not devastating by any capacity, and Hanley does have those tough shoulders, but he is plunked by it to start. And of course, Hanley does have probably the second strongest magnet on the team compared to Hudson Haskin, who leads the team with 13 hit by pitches. Hanley has now been hit by his 10th. But he leads off on base, and now Zach Watson will step in as the Baysox hope for some insurance, leading by just 2. First pitch in from Rodriguez. Watson rips it foul, third base side, 0-1. Rodriguez did have a little bit of starting experience with High A Eugene in the Emeralds. Had a 4 2/3 inning start at the start of June and struck out 10 batters. So he could maybe take the rest of this game depending on how things go. As the 0-1 comes home and Watson watches it miss high. Breaking ball, runs it to 1-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Curveball away, and it's 1-2 on Watson, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. One-two pitch, swing and a miss, curveball away, and Watson's down on strikes. First punch out for Rodriguez, 12th overall for Richmond pitching. And now here's Cody Roberts, really hoping to break out of that 7-game skid. First pitch. Roberts swings through a high fastball, 0-1. Well, the O's are down to start, 2-0 against the Yankees as Matt Carpenter. There's just been something about him, man. His 14th home run with the Yanks. A 2-run blast. 0-1 pitch. Roberts lifts this one out to right field and sends Labor on the run, but this deep ballpark will hold it in as Labor curls around on it in front of the warning track and pulls it down. Roberts flies out, and there's quickly two gone. Again, Bowie leads 3-1. All 3 runs for the Baysox coming in the 4th inning when they collected 4 doubles. Now here's Andrew Dashbach. Secondary lead for Hanley off of first base. First pitch in, misses wide, a breaking ball. Count starts out at 1-0. That honestly could have been a good pitch to go on. Hanley has attempted 6 steals this season. He's been caught just twice. And I've been saying it constantly. With Brandon Martirano behind the plate, you might as well. The 1-0. Called a strike, outside edge on a changeup. It's 1-1 on Dashbach. Martirano has allowed 52 stolen bases, 5-2. In just 47 games as a catcher this season. He's only caught 8 attempts, 1-1. Fastball misses up and away, and the count goes to 2-1. Infield, up the middle, outfield, a step the other way for the right-hander as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed up and inside as the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Rodriguez racks up a pair of strikeouts after the early hit-by pitch. And as we stretch here at the Diamond, Bowie leads 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning here in Richmond as Bowie is still nursing a 3-1 lead. Jensen Elliott will try for a clean frame after allowing a run to score in the 6th inning. On a bloop single to the right field line by Diego Rincones, who's 3 for 3 on the day. He accounts for 75% of the Richmond hits. Brandon Martirano, who's at the plate, has the other. First pitch in. It's a fastball, misses down and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Martirano doubled to left center field on a 1-0 count to open the 5th inning. But he was left there. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball down, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. That was the last frame for Drew Rahm. After that double, he got a flyout, a strikeout, and a groundout. Finished his day with 7 strikeouts. And again, probably had a lot left in the tank as the 1-1 comes home, and it's grounded off of Martirano, foul. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Only 59 pitches for Drew Rahm. And that comes after 4 consecutive outings of at least 90 pitches. And 6 consecutive outings of at least 85. So he definitely had the ability to maybe go through 6, 7, who knows, even 8 at the pace that he was working. Bases empty, none out, the 1-2. Curveball fouled off, in on the hands. Martirano really had a good timing on that one as he saw it breaking its way back to the plate, but it didn't actually break too much. If it had broken more, that probably could have been a good barrel for the right-hander. But it holds the count. Had a ball and 2 strikes. As Elliott sets, up past the brim of his cap and fires the 1-2. It's a high bouncer, left side, ran in by Ortiz, picked it short in the baseline and ripped to first base. A 6-3 putout, and there's one gone. Well, there's already so much chemistry on the left side of the infield for Bowie that it's going to be maybe tough to see in some regard why you would do anything different when these two prospects climb the ranks. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch misses away, and the count starts out at 1-0. It's a good problem to have, defensive logjams, sure. But, I mean, Joey Ortiz and Cesar Prieto are 2 of the most athletic left infielders that I've seen in quite some time. Next pitch to Fitzgerald misses away, and it's 2-0. And it's so unfortunate for Baltimore because they have Gunnar Henderson as well. As the 2-0 comes in, misses wide, and it's 3-0 on Fitzgerald, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. Henderson, of course, an extremely athletic shortstop, but he has the power and the patience at the plate to complement even more. The 3-0 pitch. Called a strike, a fastball right down Broadway, and it's 3-1 on Fitzgerald. But Ortiz and Prieto, the chemistry that those two just carry about them is excellent. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded foul, third base side, and the count fills. You can see it quickly just on that play, too, that had come through. Wouldn't have been too difficult, really, at all for Cesar Prieto to make that play and cut off Ortiz, but he immediately ceded possession of the ball, let Ortiz run in on it, because he could settle himself just a little bit faster. The 3-2, lifted foul, right side. This one gets out of play, and the full count holds. (3-1) Bowie lead here in the bottom of the 7th. The payoff. Grounded over to Prieto at third, so he gets his chance. After 2 bounces, a rip shot to first base, and it just beats out the runner. That one was a slow bouncer, and it's going to draw some jeers from the crowd, but I don't think those are warranted. Prieto with an on-target bullet, while the first base coach for Richmond, will give a little bit of his piece. I'm not sure who that is specifically because they're not on the numerical roster. Here's Shane Matheny. First pitch misses away, and the count starts out at 1-0. They have not shown a replay of that one on the in-house feed just yet. 1-0 to Matheny. This one, a line drive right field. Watson closes the gap and makes the catch at the waist. 3 up, 3 down inning for Jensen Elliott. Pair of groundouts and a lineout. We move to the 8th. Bowie leads 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Hey fans, Pest Now is a proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, and they provide pest control services for Prince George's Stadium, so that's how you know they're reliable. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, anything from general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, they offer so much. Anything. Give them a call. Pest Now, 301-231-8300, or visit them online at pestnow.com. We're on to the 8th inning here at the Diamond in Richmond. Bowie still leading 3-1. Randy Rodriguez continues on the mound in relief for the Squirrels. He faces the top of the Bowie lineup, starting with Connor Norby. First pitch into the right-hander. Misses wide a fastball, and it's 1-0 to start. Norby 0 for 2 on the day. He drew a walk to start the game, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and flew out to center field in the 5th. The 1-0 pitch. This one lifted out toward left, but foul. It'll just slice further and further before finally getting out of play. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Norby really got onto that one. After Norby, it's Colton Cowser on deck, and then Cesar Prieto in the hole. Next offering a curveball. A generous give, a called strike on the upper inside corner. That one looked to be a little high of the letters, but it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Next pitch. Grounded over to the left side, another curveball. Picked on a couple of shuffles by Tyler Fitzgerald at short. And sent to first base in time. 6-3 putout. And there's one gone here in the 8th inning. Bowie has 5 hits today. They've isolated 4 of them into a span of 5 batters. That's how they've gotten all of their runs. 4 doubles. Leadoff double by Colton Cowser in the 4th after an out. 3 straight doubles. Joey Ortiz, Shane Fontana, Maverick Handley. The only other hit has been a 1-out single by Joey Ortiz in the 6th. As Cowser steps in, first pitch. A curveball misses wide, and it's 1-0 to start. Again, Rodriguez can probably take the remainder of this game for Richmond as the 1-0 is called a strike on the bottom edge. It's 1-1. As long as he's working around base runners, there's no reason to get concerned with his starting experience already this year. 1-1. Cracked bat, poked up towards short on the middle side, taked by Tyler Fitzgerald and sent to first base. Again in time. That one a 6-3 putout, but more just a poke up the middle. So we were talking yesterday about that new rule put in place down in Single-A Florida State League, wherein they've added some chalk lines to the infield dirt behind second base, making it to where fielders cannot play up the middle. And that is one of the plays that they're trying to encourage. Base hits in that vicinity where Colton Cowser just hit it. As Cesar Prieto steps in, first pitch is a fastball, misses wide, and the count starts out at 1-0. Next offering. Fastball, this one hits outside edge, and it's 1-1. That's a quick rhythm from Randy Rodriguez. Next offering, down and inside. Two balls and a strike. Prieto 0 for 3 on the day. 2-1 pitch, ripped. First base line, but foul. A good turn on a curveball, but it runs the count even at 2. Two-two. Swing and a miss for strike 3. High fastball. Rodriguez picks up his 3rd strikeout in a perfect 8th inning. Bowie still leads 3-1. Hopefully the pitching staff can make up for the offense that started to go a bit quiet. Bottom of the 8th coming up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team. The Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Already on to the 8th inning here at the Diamond in Richmond as the Baysox lead 3-1. Connor Lopritch has emerged from the bullpen for Bowie, their second dip into the relievers this evening, as Jensen Elliott is done. He earns a hold on 2 innings, 1 hit and 1 run it was earned. No strikeouts and a walk for Jensen. Drew Rahm still the pitcher of record as Bowie leads. Brett Arbach will start at the plate. The first pitch to him misses down, and it's 1-0 to open up. Arbach, Franklin Labor, and then Michael Gigliotti to get this frame going for Richmond. As Loprich, right-hander, works first base side of the rubber out of the stretch, kicks and fires the 1-0. Grounded, slowly foul, third base side, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Connor Loprich, a 6'3", 215-pound right-hander, traded over from Pittsburgh for cash considerations back in 2020. On the season for Bowie, he's been on a great run. 17 appearances, a 1-1 record, a 5.51 ERA, 47 and a third innings, 46 strikeouts, 19 walks. The 1-1 pitch. Here's a line drive left field base hit. They were playing hard on the pull side, but Arbach hit it a little bit more up the middle. He thought about two, but it was picked from the gap by Shane Fontana. He closed it quickly. Arbach is content with stopping at first base. After a two-game hitless skid, he finally has a base hit. And a leadoff single for Richmond now brings the tying run to the plate. And Franklin Labor. Loprich did give up a run in his last outing against Akron, but was on 4 consecutive scoreless appearances headed into that appearance. And he eventually finished with a scoreless, perfect 8th inning. As he fires the first pitch into Labor, it's called a strike, a curveball. 0-1 to open. Next pitch, fouled back to the screen, count to 0-2. Arbach does have speed at first base. 13 attempts this season. He's been caught only 5 times. But Richmond has not attempted a stolen base in this game. They attempted one yesterday and were caught. Next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. A curveball high, and Loprich sends down Labor on 3 offerings. That's the first strikeout for Loprich, 8th overall for Bowie pitching. Back to the top of the lineup, and Michael Gigliotti. It was Gigliotti who attempted to steal second base in the 8th inning when Bowie led 4-2, but he was caught. First pitch here is swung on and missed high, a fastball, and it's 0-1 to start. Gigliotti 0 for 3 on the day, a strikeout swinging in the first, a line out to short in the third, and a ground out to second in the 6th. Gigliotti, more of a fly ball hitter, has only hit into 2 double plays this season. Here's the 0-1 offering. Grounded foul, first base side, and the count already to 0-2. Again, as Bowie leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning, a tense game. Offense has been very highly concentrated. Bowie got all 3 of their runs brought across in the span of just 3 batters. See if Arbach takes at some point. Stays put. The 0-2 is in there for strike 3. Back pick to first, just late. Tried to go around behind the left-hander, and Arbach is going to argue the call in the box, still hanging as he leans on his bat. The manager, Dennis Pelfrey, has already come down to argue balls and strikes earlier, and now here he goes. Here comes Pelfrey as Arbach is slowly meandering back to the dugout, has not said much to the dugout, but it's the dugout now barking back to the home plate umpire, Rainero Valero, who put up the right hand saying, "You're done talking to me." It's a non-uniformed member of the dugout, and now Dennis Pelfrey has been ejected. Pelfrey had come down after the hand had already gone up from the home plate umpire, Valero. Pelfrey had gotten a couple of words in, but since Valero had already put up the stop sign for the Richmond side, Pelfrey was on a short enough fuse, and he's been tossed. He slams the helmet after being ejected up in the umpire's face, while the first base umpire and crew chief, Evan Johnson, comes down and stands at the edge of the dirt circle. He'll walk a little bit closer to home plate if Pelfrey gets any more closer to the home plate umpire, but Pelfrey has gotten his say in, and he'll head back to the dugout and the clubhouse. But Gigliotti strikes out looking on the high fastball. It's the second strikeout for Connor Loprich. And now with 2 away and runners still at first, it'll be Armani Smith. Gary Davenport, the fundamentals coach, is going to be the interim manager, or the temporary manager, whatever you want to call it, as he moves over to third base. And I imagine that's Danny Santon over at first base, the hitting coach. It is. So now here's Smith, an 0 for 2 day. He scored Richmond's only run. First pitch, curveball, misses down from Loprich, and the count starts out at 1-0. That's, you could almost call that a calculated move. Not that it necessarily was for Pelfrey. But while you want to get your team fired up, of course, that's always the go-to strategy when you see a manager ejected. But at the same time, it throws off Loprich's timing after striking out back-to-back batters. Pickoff throw to first. This one is late. Arbach slides back in safely and will wait on the 1-0 offering to Smith, as Bowie leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 4 outs away from winning a series. The 1-0 home. Fastball skips in, where it's picked up by Cody Roberts. And the count goes to 2-0. I feel like that might have been a pitch Roberts was thinking about for the back pick. But instead it goes to 2-0. As Loprich sets, looks down at his glove, kicks and fires the 2-0. It's swung on and ticked into the mid of the catcher inside. Runs the count to 2-1. A nice warm day against the setting sun here in Richmond. You've got a bit of that orange gradient on the clouds out past center field, but nice deep blue still directly above. The lights have come on, but they're not carrying much of the load. The 2-1 pitch, grounded foul, third base side. Roberts was ready to fire to first base. It was a big secondary lead by Brett Arbach, but on contact, he was booking it. Count goes even at 2. So a chance here for Loprich to strike out the side. Hard shift on for Smith, the right-hander. Loprich sets. 2-2. Broken bat, slow bouncer to short. Picked by Ortiz. He'll go to first, and it's there. Good sidearm zip by Joey, and after a leadoff single by Brett Arbach, Loprich works a scoreless 8th inning. We're on to the 9th here in Richmond. Bowie leads 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, it's the most special day of the year at Prince George's Stadium, and it comes your way Friday, July 29th. It's the 23rd Navy Night, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Join the United States Naval Academy class of 2026 and take in the Baysox as they face off against the Altoona Curve. It all comes your way on Friday, July 29th, and first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with some fantastic post-game fireworks. The 23rd Annual Navy Night at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 22nd through 25th for the induction of Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neill, and David Ortiz as the class of 2022. Visit baseballhall.org today for the
Baseball is a game of specialists, base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
We're on to the 9th inning here at the Diamond in Richmond. Bowie leads the Squirrels 3-1 as a new pitcher will take over. Taylor Rashi for the Squirrels replaces Randy Rodriguez. Rashi, the 4th pitcher in relief for Kyle Harrison, who tossed 3 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts. Randy Rodriguez tossed 2 near-perfect innings. He hit the first batter he faced, but was perfect from there, struck out 3. Joey Ortiz leads off, and the first pitch from Rashi is called a strike, low and away, 0-1 to start. Ortiz, Fontana, and Maverick Handley due up in this half inning. A 2-for-3 day for Joey. RBI double and a run scored in the fourth. Single in the sixth, the 0-1. Fastball misses wide, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Ortiz's single is the last Bowie base hit, and one of only 5. The other 4 were 4 doubles mixed into 5 batters in the fourth inning. As Rashi sends home the 1-1. It's grounded left side, hard grab on a spear by Tyler Fitzgerald. He uprights from the knee and fires to first in time. Frankie Tostado had to stretch out for it, nearly did the splits, and that draws a well-worthy round of applause. A snow cone grab, full extension towards center field, and Ortiz misses out on a base hit. A starred 6-3 putout. And now Shane Fontana. Tell you a little bit about the new pitcher. Taylor Rashi, a 6'4", 220-pound, 26-year-old right-hander from Torrance, California. 23rd round draft selection in 2019. Fires the first pitch to Fontana. It's a curveball. Misses inside, and the count starts out at 1-0. Rashi on the season for Richmond has made 25 appearances, gone 0-1, but a 2.73 ERA, 1-0 pitch. Curveball called a strike. Fontana had flinched at it. Didn't think it was going to break, but it did. And he shook his head after it came through the zone. Realized his mistake. The 1-1 offering. Swinging a piece off the mid of the catcher high. And it's 1-2. Rashi has struck out 42 batters and walked only 13 in 29 and 2/3 innings. He is not allowed a home run this season. Shift put on for Fontana. He hit into a double play in the 6th. But he has an RBI double and a run scored. The 1-2 pitch. Misses high a fastball, and the count evens at 2. No action in the Bowie bullpen, so it looks like Connor Loprich will be on to finish out the save opportunity. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. A fastball upper outside corner, and Fontana is heated. Gets that first little outburst out of the way, instantly realizes not to continue it, and walks back to the dugout. Doesn't direct anything else at the home plate umpire, especially after Richmond's manager was ejected in the last half inning. But it's not going to stop from Fontana from at least being upset by the fact. Now here's Maverick Handley. First pitch is called a strike on a wide give away. It's 0-1 to start. Next offering, curveball misses down. And it's 1-1 on Handley, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Got hit by a pitch his last time up, but had an automatic double over the right field wall in the 4th to drive in a run. 1-1 pitch. Curveball called a strike, top half. It's 1-2. Well, the way this game has been going for Bowie offensively now in the back half, it's on the pitching staff to maintain this lead and this potential win. But Bowie's pitching has been on their best run of the season. League best ERA in the second half. In the month of July alone, it's south of 3, especially with today's numbers. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Rashi strikes out a pair in a perfect 9th inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th here at the Diamond. Bowie leads 3-1. Loprich will try to get it done. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
It's always so nice to have you along each and every night. And boy, you've been joining some fun games the last few days, haven't you? Matt Sabatis with you from the Diamond in Richmond. Thank you so much for stopping by. As we move to the bottom of the ninth, Bowie leading 3-1 over the Flying Squirrels. Diego Rincones starts at the plate, and the first pitch to him misses down and away a fastball. It's 1-0 to open as Connor Loprich tries for his second full inning of relief, a chance for the save. As the 1-0 to Rincones is a curveball, called a strike on the inside edge. It's 1-1. Rincones would be the one to hurt Bowie. He's 3 for 3 on the day. The 1-1 on its way. Another curveball. This one a called strike. Inside at the letters, it's 1-2. Loprich converted his only save opportunity earlier this season, and he fires the 1-2 now. It's swung on and just blasted out to left field. Fontana's running back. He's looking up, and there it goes. A 4-for-4 day for Diego Rincones, and a leadoff solo home run in the ninth. 3-2, Bowie leads. That's Rincones' 7th home run of the season and his second against Bowie. For Loprich, that is his 9th home run allowed this year, but his first in a very long time. Here's Frankie Tostado. First pitch grounded foul, third base side. Tostado 0 for 3 on the day. But Loprich doesn't have much breathing room now, as every batter represents at least a tying run. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses low, and it's 1-1. Loprich was dancing with the breaking balls up and inside to Rincones early on in that plate appearance, and then tried to get a called strike more down the meat of the plate, and it didn't work. Rincones saw it and served it to left. The next pitch to Tostado is called a strike at the knees, and he'll step out of the box and just kind of collect his breath. He doesn't want to get too upset on calls that he's disagreeing with right now. Because if you disagree with the umpire too much after he's already warned your team and ejected your manager, you could take your momentum completely away. The 1-2 ripped over to the right side, and a good pick on one bounce by Connor Norby. An easy toss to first base as Tostado had a slow jog up the line. 4-3 putout is the first out of the ninth inning. That's a dangerous batter out of the way. Tostado, while he's not been as consistent as Diego Rincones against Bowie, he's still been hitting well. But right now, he's 0 for 8 in this series. Here's Brandon Martorano. First pitch, right-hander, checks his swing on a curveball away, and the count opens up at 1-0. 1 for 3 day for Martorano. He doubled to center field to start the 5th inning and was left there. As Bowie leads 3-2 in the ninth. Next pitch from Loprich. Curveball. Just misses inside. It would look to be in at least a similar spot to the called strike on Rincones before the home run. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses down and away, and it's 3-0. Loprich not wasting time. Next pitch. Fastball inside, ball 4. Tying run on base, winning run to the plate. And Tyler Fitzgerald. It's the first walk given up by Loprich. Second today for Baysox pitching. And here comes Josh Conway. You don't really have any room for error right now. Fitzgerald 0 for 3, and he's been one of the biggest fly ball hitters on the team. While Sean Roby, of course, leads the team in home runs, he's been a line drive hitter in a lot of capacities. Fitzgerald hits over twice as many fly balls as he does ground balls. And he's not hit into a single double play this year. 80 games, not one. So you can try to pitch him down, you can. And Fitzgerald did ground out to third base his last time up in the 7th. That was against Jensen Elliott. But Fitzgerald is the kind of batter to wait on a pitch, at least around the waist, maybe a little bit higher to make contact on. Runner at first, one away in the bottom of the 9th, a one-run game. First pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball away, it's 0-1. Martirano has only attempted 6 steals this season. He has not been caught. And Richmond has been very hesitant. The 0-1, curveball popped up, foul ground, right side, Dashbach running. Warning track, he's looking, and he has it bounce off of his glove. It's a foul ball as he tried to make the bucket catch, navigating his position against the 2 other Bowie fielders, Connor Norby and Zach Watson, and then the wall to his right side. That's not an error considering how far Dashbach had gone after it, but he did miss out on the opportunity to record the out. It is 0-2, however, on Fitzgerald as he does get a little bit extra life in the plate appearance. Lopritch a chance for his 3rd strikeout. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball again, lifted foul ground. Watson running, as is Dashbach. Watson to the warning track. He slides, and it hits down. Another good chase on that one, but a little bit further away than the previous foul. But boy, you can't say Zach Watson is not putting in the effort. You know he's sprinting when he loses the hat. That long hair for Watson, even though he cut it mid-season. Still means when you get a little air under there, that hat's just going to go flying off. It's still 0-2 on Fitzgerald. Runner at first, one gone. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A breaking ball outside for Lopritch. His 3rd strikeout of the night, and a critical one for the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Now Shane Matheny, while he's not necessarily been a Baysox killer in the same way Diego Rincones has, Matheny has 9 home runs this year. 4 of them are against Bowie. First pitch. Fastball misses high. And it's 1-0 to start, so you need to be careful with this left-hander. Matheny is 0 for 3 on the day. He lined out to right field shallow his last time up. 2 strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball up and away. And it's 2-0. With a left-hander in the box, Martirano could try for second base, but can't imagine Richmond even wants to think about running themselves into an out to end the game. The 2-0. Fastball up and away, and it's 3-0. Martirano walked on 4 pitches, just 2 batters prior. Lopritch peers in and sets at the chest. 3-0. Fastball right down Broadway, it's 3-1. Runner at first, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bowie has led since they put on 3 runs in the 4th. It's 3-2. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and in for ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Lopritch, as Bowie has Jake Prezina up in the bullpen. He's not tossing with a lot of hurry, but he is throwing. As the tying run is in scoring position, the winning run is on base for Brett Arbach, who singled up the middle, the first batter that Lopritch saw. was back in the 8th inning. Kyle Moore is directing traffic in the outfield from the dugout right now. Pushing them a little bit on the other side for the right-hander Arbach. First pitch. Arbach watches a beautiful curveball. Called for strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1 to open. 1 for 3 overall Arbach. He singled to open up that 8th against Lopridge and was left there after a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. First and second, 2 away. The 0-1. Fastball down and away. Back pick to first, just a little high. The timing was there, but Roberts just got it a little bit too high. And that precious moment allowed Shane Matheny to slide in under the tag. It runs the count even at 1 on Arbach. Next pitch. Curveball. Called strike on the upper inside corner. It's 1-2. Back to the back pick. How about just the overall awareness for Cody Roberts? Talk about a field general. Making sure he's not forgetting the runners on base. Bowie leads by 1 in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. A curveball down from Lopridge, and the Bowie Baysox are winners once again. They've taken the series from the Squirrels and survive a 3-2 final here on Saturday night at the Diamond. What a thrilling win for the Baysox. After a solo home run to open the 9th from Diego Rincones, Lopridge escapes the tying run in scoring position and strikes out his 4th batter to give Bowie the series win. Oh, that was fun. We've got plenty to come here on Baysox postgame. When we return, we'll walk you through with some key highlights of this one, then look around the Eastern League and see how this win is going to help Bowie in the standings. Stick around. We've got plenty of action still to come. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com. At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Savanas.
A heart-racing win this evening for the Bowie Baysox as we get rolling from the Diamond in Richmond with Baysox postgame. A 3-2 winner for Bowie over the Flying Squirrels to take the 3-game series as quick as they can, set themselves up for an opportunity to sweep the set tomorrow. Matt Sabatis with you from Richmond as we've got plenty to talk about on this edition of Baysox Postgame. We'll recap the game in depth and then look around the Eastern League, see how this win might affect Bowie in the standings. For the Southwest Division, of course, they came in first place, so it helps a lot. But we'll see by just how much, and then look at the Orioles organization as well, see where they stand at the end of the day. But first, we recap. So we go all the way back in time to the faraway land of 6-10. First pitch came home from Kyle Harrison to Connor Norby. It was a swinging strike up and away, and Norby would eventually draw a leadoff walk, ran the count full, and watched a pitch outside to get on first base. But that would be it for Bowie against Kyle Harrison, as Harrison struck out the next 9 batters. Set down the side in order the rest of the way. Harrison only pitched his 3 innings before calling it a day. Meanwhile, Drew Rom was pitching nearly as effectively. He allowed only 1 base runner over the first 3 innings. It was a 2-out single by Diego Rincones, but Rom had 6 strikeouts over 3 scoreless innings. As the game moved into the 4th, Trenton Toplicar took over for Richmond. Harrison was done after his 3, and the first pitch served up by Toplicar was sent to right field by Colton Cowser for a double. Cowser went to third base on a ground out by Cesar Prieto, and Bowie, already smelling the blood in the water, got on board thanks to Joey Ortiz. Ortiz struck out looking at a full count pitch in the first. First pitch, he lifts it out to deep left field. Smith is running back to the corner. He's running out of room, and it bounces off the warning track. Ortiz will turn the corner and jog to second as Cowser scores an RBI double for Joey Ortiz. He's red hot, and the Baysox lead 1-0. That would not be it for Bowie either, because after 3 pitches and a run across, there was still a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. Shane Fontana ran the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes before finding a pitch that he wanted to hit. The 2-2 pitch. Fontana ropes it up the first base line, another fair ball to the corner. Ortiz with the wheels can round third and score as it's pitched to Lila Bohr and sent to the infield. Fontana slides past the throw and digs into second. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Baysox, and they jump ahead to a 2-0 lead. Bowie was still not done from there, however, because the next batter, Maverick Hanley, had a 2-1 count when he found a pitch to hit. Split up pretty well, that there's not too many deep outings, that it's not too far for them to go 4 or 5 innings. 2-1 pitch to Hanley is smashed out to the right field corner, sends Labor on the run. He's looking up, and it bounces off the warning track, and one hops over the wall. An automatic double for Maverick Hanley scores Shane Fontana from second. A 4-double inning for the Baysox, and it's 3-0. It was such a quick, fast run for Bowie. Just what they needed, because after that, things would actually shut off for pretty much the rest of the way. In the bottom of the 4th, Rom still worked clean, gave up a single but got a double play for a scoreless frame. But in the 5th, the Baysox went down in order themselves. After a leadoff double by Brandon Martirano in the 5th for Richmond, Rom picked up another strikeout for another scoreless frame and called it a day there. 5 scoreless innings for the left-hander. In the top of the 6th, Toplicar gave up a 1-out single but got a double play of his own before ending the frame, or I should say this was John Russell. Toplicar was relieved by Russell into the 5th inning, and as the game moved into the bottom of the 6th, Richmond was finally able to get one going after Jensen Elliott had taken over. A walk by Armani Smith and a passed ball allowed Smith to second base, giving Diego Rincones an opportunity to just continue torturing Bowie. Only the second time today Richmond has had that. The 2-2. Popped up, shallow right, tough play for Watson. He's booking it down to the foul line, and it's off of Andrew Dashbach's glove in fair territory. A run scores. That was a tough play for all parties involved, but Dashbach just couldn't get it enough on the glove to keep it above him. And with 2 outs, Armani Smith came all the way around to score. It was an unearned run because of the previous passed ball, but still a run nonetheless, and the game was cut to 3-1. Meanwhile, the Baysox offense had shut off because after Joey Ortiz's single in the 6th inning, Bowie would only manage 1 more base runner. Maverick Hanley was hit by a pitch to open the 7th, and then Bowie went down 9 in a row against Randy Rodriguez and Taylor Rashi. Meanwhile, though, in the 7th, Elliott pitched a perfect frame, and in the 8th, after a leadoff single, Connor Lopridge picked up 2 strikeouts in a scoreless 8th inning. In the 9th, it was on to Lopridge for the save. A 3-1 lead was instantly reduced when Diego Rincones, I'm not sure what it is. Is anyone sure? whatever it is, he did it again. And he fires the 1-2 now. It's swung on and blasted out to left field. Fontana's running back. He's looking up, and there it goes. A 4-for-4 day for Diego Rincones. And a leadoff solo home run in the ninth. 3-2, Bowie leads. Something about Rincones, man. I'm not sure if he gives the pitchers anything, but I'm going to get nightmares, I'll tell you that much. As Diego Rincones made it a much tougher game. And it got even tougher when Brandon Martirano drew a 4-pitch walk with 1 out. He was a tying run. After a strikeout of Tyler Fitzgerald, Shane Matheny drew a walk on a 3-1 count. Put tying run into scoring position, winning run on base. Brett Arbach was up. With a ball and 2 strikes, Lopritch closed the door. Bowie leads by 1 in the bottom of the ninth. The 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. A curveball down from Lopritch, and the Bowie Baysox are winners once again. They've taken the series from the Squirrels and survive a 3-2 final here on Saturday night at the Diamond. So, again, your final score. Bowie scores 3 runs on 5 hits with no errors. They left on 3. Richmond scores 2 runs on 6 hits with no errors. They left on 6. It's the 4th time this season that the Baysox have been out-hit by their opponent, but still won the game. Drew Rom is the winning pitcher. He moves to 6-1. He's been in the winning pitcher in 4 of his last 5 starts. As Trenton Toplicar takes the loss, he falls to 2-1 on the year. Connor Lopritch the save. It's his 2nd of 2022. Game was played in 2 hours and 11 minutes in front of a paid attendance here at the Diamond of 7,229. With the win, Bowie is now 40-48 on the year. It is the first time that the Baysox have been 8 games under 500 since, I want to say, late April. If not late April, it's mid-May. The Baysox were 0-5 in their last 5 attempts to get to 8 games under 500. It was mid-May. May 19th is the last time that Bowie was 8 games under 500. It's been a long run back for the Baysox to at least get to a point like this, and they hope to see it continue going into tomorrow. As the Baysox are now 17-27 on the road and 14-18 in games decided by 1 run. Richmond, with the loss, falls to 46-43 on the season. Their losing streak extends to 6 consecutive games, as they're now 25-19 at home and 11-12 when playing in games decided by 1 run. Bowie is 13-6 in the second half. Richmond falls to 6-14 in the second half. 2 sides will meet again tomorrow for one final time at this ballpark this season when they close up the 3-game series, and Bowie looks for their first series sweep of the year. We'll preview that game in a little bit, but for now we break. When we come back, we cruise around the scoreboards, look at the Eastern League and the Orioles organization, see how Bowie fares in the standings after tonight's win. Again, Bowie over Richmond, 3-2. You're listening to Baysox Postgame.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
There's plenty going on at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, July 30th. It's the Island Luau night at the ballpark as the Baysox battle the Altoona Curve. Live music from the islands, inspirational dance performances, and more. But that's not all. It's also Maryland's worst car show. Do you own a clunker, a piece of junk on wheels? Well, here's your chance to show it off. Again, that's all on Saturday, July 30th. So head to Baysox.com to purchase tickets and find out more about registering for Maryland's worst car show. Hope to see you there.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We're back to the Diamond one final time this evening on Baysox postgame as Bowie picks up a 3-2 win over the Richmond Flying Squirrels tonight. Matt Sabatis with you from not downtown Richmond, but nearby downtown Richmond, I suppose, as we take a quick look around the Eastern League, see how this Bowie win does for them among the top spots in the Eastern League standings. And right now, looking at the one-game final, it's going to help a whole heck of a lot as Harrisburg takes down the Altoona Curve 2-1 today. Each side with 6 hits on the night, but Harrisburg, the squeak win, it serves up Altoona's second consecutive loss and drops them to 12-8 in the second half. That means Bowie will gain a full game on the second-place curve as they drop down now to a game and a half out of first. Bowie, at the end of the day, will, at worst, be one game ahead of the pack. Because the only other team in contention with them right now is the Erie Seawolves, and they're going back and forth aplenty with the Akron Rubber Ducks right now at Canal Park. It was 3 runs for Erie in the first inning, but then 5 consecutive runs for Akron, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, then 3 more runs for the Seawolves in the top of the fourth. So now it's 6-5, and that game has only just gotten into the 5th inning. But Erie, if they can hold on to win, they would stay only one game out of the Baysox in the Southwest Division standings. But if Akron comes back to win, then Bowie would be 2 games ahead of Erie and 1.5 games ahead of Altoona. Other scores in the league of less consequence to this one. It was Reading right now putting on a 3 spot in the 7th inning. They're just now stretching over at TD Bank Ballpark as Logan O'Hoppe picked up the 3-run blast. Somerset only 2 hits in a scoreless performance so far. It's 3-0 Phils over in New Jersey. Portland, a 3-run second inning, has been the story so far at Delta Dental Stadium as New Hampshire has chipped away, but it's still 3-2 Sea Dogs in the bottom of the 6th out in New Hampshire, and then Hartford and Binghamton had a bit too much rain at Marabito Stadium. It doesn't have a makeup date announced for that game, so I imagine they will not be playing a doubleheader tomorrow and maybe try to make it up later in the season. Around the Orioles organization, it's been a back-and-forth game between Norfolk and Durham. Norfolk took a 1-0 lead in the second, but gave up a 4 spot to the Bulls in the bottom of the second before Norfolk responded with 6 runs in the third. They now lead 8-6, while the Bulls are attacking Tristan Gray, a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 6th inning to trim into the lead, 8-6 Tides. Delmarva, a tough day against Fredericksburg. 3 runs in the first and 2 runs in the fourth for the Nationals affiliate there. Meanwhile, Delmarva is scoreless with only 2 hits through 4 innings. 5-0, Fredericksburg leads. And it's a back-and-forth game between Aberdeen and Greenville down in South Carolina. That's the Red Sox affiliate. 2 early runs for Aberdeen before Greenville put on 4 runs. And then a game-tying 2-run fourth inning for the Ironbirds as the game moves into the bottom of the 4th, still tied at 4. But again, the score we care about most on this production is that of Bowie's, and it was a fun one as the Baysox hold on to best the Richmond Flying Squirrels tonight 3-2 and win the 3-game series. The Baysox have a chance for the series sweep tomorrow when they wrap up their season at the Diamond. The last time Bowie will play in this ballpark until 2023. Justin Armbruster will get the start for the Baysox, 1-0 with a 3.92 ERA, while right-hander Kai-Wei Tang, a native of Taiwan, will start for Richmond, 5-7 with a 4.96 ERA. First pitch for that game comes at 1:35, which means a DCA Imaging Systems pregame show of 1:15. For now, though, we say so long. Matt Sabatis from the Diamond saying thank you so much for stopping by tonight as Bowie bests Richmond 3-2. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.